all very good at admitting what we want in the moment. That new smartphone, a meal from our favorite restaurant, 5 minutes of sleep when you have a toddler at home. But when it comes to our long-term wants and desires, we kind of shy away from admitting them. It's almost as if our friends and family knew what our long-term goals were. They would shun us because they don't like the idea of us going down that road. And when you feel like you can't be honest about your wants to other people, it's pretty easy to be dishonest with yourself about them. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Okay, now, is that where you want to be in 5 years? Or is that where you think you should be in 5 years? Picture yourself in the driver's seat of a car. To your right, you see your co-pilot. Now that co-pilot is either your hopes and dreams ready to navigate you to something really cool, or it's your high school principal who never found love, ready to direct you to middle management at the local McDonald's. Whichever one is not in the co-pilot seat is in the back seat. Now if you're trying to be super responsible and follow the set, boring course, you keep your hopes and dreams in the baby seat in the back. After all, you can't leave them behind. They're your babies. And if the principal is back there, well, it's illegal to throw sad old men out of the car on the highway while you're doing 112. So you may as well get used to him droning on and on about your life choices and then handing you a bill every couple of weeks. If your principal is in the front seat, you'll hear that precious bundle of dreams making noises every once in a while to remind you that it's still there. But those noises can get distracting. So the grumpy old principal man talks louder about the wonders of the stock market and how he lost everything back in the 80s. And then the baby starts to talk louder. So Mr. Principal reminds you about how your Social Security will totally still be there when you retire. And then the baby starts to scream. So the principal puts the Shrek soundtrack on repeat for the next 16 years to maybe give you a little bit of nostalgia to get you through. Now you're 50. The baby won't stop wailing. The principal has fallen asleep in the middle of the 700th round of All-Star, and you realize what a mistake this has all been. This has all been a clever little analogy. But to make things more real, think about how terrible it would be to wake up to a midlife crisis after you got married right out of high school and built a family because you thought that's what you were supposed to do. That's not fair to yourself, and it's not fair to your family. Once you have those responsibilities, they are here to stay. So you should always be honest about what you want out of life in the long run so you don't end up waking up at 50 years old wondering what you've done with your whole life up till now. And then you end up resenting your loved ones. So here's what I want you to do. Pull out a piece of paper, not a Word document, an actual, real piece of paper, and I want you to write down everything that you want out of life. Get as much of your wants and goals onto that paper as you possibly can. Go ahead and pause the video for a second and get that done. Okay, does any of that surprise you? Is the path that you're on right now on course to accomplish those desires? If you find that you're surprised about your wants, or if your current actions are not in line with your desires, you may need to reassess how you're living. It may take some time and effort and some hard conversations where you have to be honest with people who have expectations of you to move you more in the direction that you want your life to be in. But in the end, you will be so much happier for it, I promise. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope it helped you. If it did, please go ahead and press the thumbs up button, share it with your friends, share it with somebody who needs to hear it. I'm sure they'll appreciate the message. I know I did. Until next time, guys, good luck and train hard.